Jesus may be king, but Kanye isn't. Kanye West is an award winning rapper, writer, and producer with 9 studio albums, numerous producer credits, and a throne on top of the charts. I mean, his influence in the rap game cannot be denied. This man has platinum certifications on 7 albums. His trademark usage of gospel samples, auto tune, heavy vocal distortion, and explosive personality is instantly recognizable to any hip hop fan, and he is the defining artist of our generation. And then he released the stupidest album of the year, which just throws everything I just said out the window. Jesus is King is Kanye's latest studio album at 11 tracks and running at a concise 27 minutes. I'd just like to state that the average track length is under 2.5 minutes, which I would expect from maybe a SoundCloud rapper who's 17, but not from Kanye West. Some ways that I describe this album are barefaced lie, lacking substance, a persecution complex wrapped in gospel samples, and, maybe the logical conclusion to a talented, mentally ill man given unlimited amounts of wealth and adoration. Make no mistake, Kanye West is incredibly talented. I mean, he is, like I just explained why. But this album marks a significant downturn in Kanye's creative output. You can almost trace this downturn to the release of Ye, his 8th album, and released last year. Ye was marked by raw personal lyrics and saw Kanye talk about mental illness, marriage, and his daughter. It was about struggle. Critics were actually super mixed on it, and while I personally enjoyed it, that didn't mean that it was Kanye's best. You had all those issues about samples not getting cleared and songs being changed after a rollout that are an unwelcome hallmark of modern Mr. West, combined with those textbook quotables that are just skirting the edge of what is considered like an acceptable bar. I mean, I'm not going to quote them here, but chances are, if you've heard that album, you know what I'm talking about. That man thrives on controversy. All of these issues only become worse with Jesus is King. To begin, the mixing sounds like it was done using skull candy earbuds that you found in 5th grade on the floor and just decided to keep. I genuinely thought that there was an issue with my headphones until I went through about 3 different audio setups and finally had to accept the fact that Kanye West, production god, screwed up the mixing. That wasn't the only thing he screwed up, because the rollout was atrocious. I know that Yeezy stans love to say that this is all part of his genius by delaying and lying to fans that it's actually better. But honestly, I'm just tired. I'm tired of delays and conceptual changes for the entire album and the constant carrot and stick from his Twitter. I can't. It's exhausting. This album wasn't even supposed to be Jesus is King. It was originally announced as Yandhi on September 17th, 2018. Since then, there have been numerous changes to the tracklist, features, leaks, and straight up concept to the entire project. I'm convinced that this is in fact a separate project from Yandhi and that it's there somewhere on some hard drive, like buried under Yeezy branded t-shirts in his house. Let's move on to the music. I am not going to do this track by track. I think that there are a ton of other YouTubers out there who do a much better job if that's what you want. I'm approaching this from a more of a bird's eye view. Kanye's lyrics on this album are at the lowest they have ever been. I think if I had access to a home video of Mr. West at age 5 and stuck it on trap beat, it would be more coherent than the rambling that he tries here. It boggles my mind how he actually wrote, "Closed on Sunday, you my Chick-fil-A," and thought, that's bars, that's heat. And then he probably went out in his house and yelled, "Kim, you my Chick-fil-A," and considering her Twitter, she probably went like, "Yes, Kanye, that is smart. You are smart, Kanye." And I think that is the main issue with this album. He's reached this kind of peak in terms of the people that he surrounds himself with, and this is an issue that is kind of plaguing a lot of rappers right now, especially Logic and Chance the Rapper, who are both known this year for having released atrocious albums. And it's that if you surround yourself with yes men, especially in today's industry, you are going to release bad music. That's all this is. Kanye West is a talented individual, but he doesn't know when he's wrong. Ironically, the best produced song was literally credited to Pierre Bourne. He has Timbaland on this, Benny Blanco. He even somehow got clips back together for this album, and yet this stands out as the biggest disappointment of the year for me. He has all of these amazing ideas and then just lets them go. Jesus is Lord should be 10 times longer. Everything We Need should be the other leaked track from Yandhi that featured Ty Dolla $ign and 070 Shake. In fact, the leaked Yandhi tracks were so much better than this, and they weren't even complete. I mean, he mentions the controversies surrounding his releases in the album. Like, he knows, he is aware, but I don't think he cares. And that's why Kanye went downhill. I think he just stopped caring.